Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Color X Malice in Chapter 5 of Inagi's Route. It's getting good. Oh my god, the tension. Anyway. So yeah, we're back home after leaving the office, so yeah. I'm back. Huh? When I arrived home after work, I found a small package waiting at the entrance. It was addressed to me. The sender was a name I didn't recognize. What is this? I had a bad feeling about this. If it was Adonis, finding out where I lived was much easier than putting a collar on me. But just because I didn't know the sender didn't mean that they were connected to Adonis. Welcome back. While I was lost in thought in front of the package, Kazuki came out of his room. When I looked up at him, I could see that something was wrong. Hey, Kazuki, what's wrong? Is something on your mind? Kazuki's expression was gloomy. Oh, you haven't heard from Akito. I had a feeling I knew what it was about. I can't reach Akito. Akito. Akito turned himself in as an X-Day suspect and was under investigation at the station. He called me around noon on the 14th. I haven't heard from him since. He sounded weird on the phone, too. He apologized and said something about rooting for me to fulfill my dreams. Did you try calling his home? I did, but they said he couldn't talk to me because he was busy. Oh. I knew the reason Akito had lost touch, but obviously I couldn't tell Kazuki. I couldn't give away police information. I'm sure Akito was doing his best. Spacey, that was all I could say. It was the truth. That's why Akito had turned himself in, to do his best and atone for his crimes. So, you can't give up either, Kazuki. Trust Akito and wait for him to come home. Hey, do you know something? You do, don't you? Hey! I'm sorry, Kazuki. As a police officer, I can't say anymore. Kazuki might not even have realized that Akito had gotten himself entangled in police business. But I couldn't just pretend that I knew absolutely nothing. Kazuki probably sensed my inner conflict. He balled his fists and hung his head. Hug your brother. It hurt not to be able to tell him anything. But Kazuki didn't blame me. Hey, yeah, he'll come home, right? It's okay. I know he will. Yeah. Kazuki muttered helplessly, as if trying to convince himself. I know, see? This would have been so much better in Tadaishi's route, because we would have been like, it's okay. We'll go visit our boyfriends in prison. Like, because I feel your pain. Kazuki's like, Akito's gonna come home, right? We hope so. It's like, yeah, but he might not remember shit. They're gonna swipe his memory. I'm sorry. He's not gonna remember you. It's gonna be hard. Like, oh, that hurts my soul. Once I had checked that Kazuki was asleep, I turned on the TV. And now, tonight's news. Tomoki Ogata, previously charged as the perpetrator of an X-Day crime, has been found innocent and released. Every channel was carrying the story. Based on our knowledge of the situation, Ogata is undoubtedly guilty. The homicide had been ruled as self-defense, in spite of the fact that all knowledge of Adonis had been erased from his mind. Now that Ogata was released, it was hard to dismiss the possibility that he would cause more damage. Enough. I should think of something else. But if all knowledge of Adonis was erased from his mind and he has no idea what happened, he's not, how is he going to be more of a trouble? You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't remember why he would have done that. So he doesn't have that well, he might still be angry and vengeful. So, I mean, I don't know. I shut off the TV. I still had to deal with the package that had arrived earlier. Oh. Mulling the situation over, I picked up the suspicious package. It's light. I could barely feel anything inside. The package practically felt empty. And slowly I removed the packing tape. I gingerly opened the box to find what's in the box? Huh? Inside was a single USB flash drive and a letter. The sender's name was Akito Sarah. But the thing is, she said she didn't, so obviously the letter has his name on it, but hastily I opened the letter. On the letter I read, Dear Spacey Hoshino, to my knowledge, Adonis has infiltrated the police station. And that's why I'm sending this to you, rather than the police. I don't know if this atones for my crimes. I don't know if I'll ever be forgiven. But I hope this helps you. Akito Sarah, December 14th. He must have sent it before he surrendered. That explained the pseudonym. He probably didn't want Adonis to find out. If that's the case, I couldn't be the one to analyze the data on the USB drive. It would be disastrous if the caller detected it, so I texted Yanagi. Akito sent a package under an alias. There's a USB drive inside. His reply was immediate. Maybe Sasazuka should take a look. I think that would be best. Can we ask him? All right, bring it by the office tomorrow. Okay, I'll stop by before work. Also, we might as well talk about where we go from here. Huh? He doesn't want the caller to hear. I'm sure Yanagi wasn't sure whether or not the caller should hear certain things. And that being the case, it made sense for him to talk over text. Okay, is it about getting close to Adonis? Exactly. With that in mind, how do you think we should proceed? We'd reached the first big question. The first thing we should do is find the person who gave me the collar. Yes, okay. That had to be it. I think we should find the person who put this collar on me. You're right. That's something you need to do. If we didn't, my worries would remain. Additionally, it seemed like the culprit wanted this to happen. This. I hope we find out, and I think we're gonna find out in this part. I don't know. I'm scared. Phew. After texting back and forth with Yanagi for a while, we had settled on a plan. First, Enomoto and Yoshinari would locate the newly released Tomoki Ogata. While Sasazuka continued to investigate Adonis' past, Yanagi would question Okazaki about anything he knew. And I'd find the person responsible for this collar. I have an early day tomorrow. I should sleep. Just who on earth could have collared me? Yanagi said they were related to the police. The real search would begin tomorrow. I had a lot of ground to cover. I don't really want to know. I've been so busy lately that I hadn't devoted much thought to the collar. What if my assailant ended up being somebody that I knew? It's gonna be! It's so gonna be just because they keep saying this. They keep doing this. They keep going like, well, it's probably someone she knows. Oh, well, someone that knew her movements, blah, blah, blah. What if it's someone I know? My bet is still on Sayaki because he always seems so nice and like Mochita just doesn't have the chin to be Zero. But Sayaki sure as fuck does. Maybe. I don't know. But you know what I mean? And it's definitely a cop because he's wearing a fucking little cop pin. But, well, I considered that frightening thought. My phone vibrated. Just want to check on something. Huh? Inagi, was there something we didn't cover? I patiently waited for the next message. Okazaki didn't hit on you, did he? I couldn't contain a laugh. To think that he'd taken Okazaki's joke so seriously. I have to admit, it made me feel a little happy to know that Yanagi was so concerned about it. Are you sure you want to know? Surprising even myself, I sent off a teasing reply. Don't joke. You're joking, right? He's so serious. Normally, all we ever talk about was work, so it was relaxing to text like this. He doesn't want Okazaki to hit on you because he loves you. My earlier anxiety faded, and I felt like I wanted to continue this a little longer. We're supposed to say just kidding. I probably shouldn't tease him any further. He might get angry if I overdid it. I'm just kidding, of course. Sorry for making you worry. All right. Sorry to keep you up. See you tomorrow. His formal reply made me feel a bit lonely. I started putting my phone down when... Good night. Oh, good night. That short additional farewell warmed up my heart. Just a little good night. That additional text, he just can't stop texting us. He loves us. The next day, my goal was now to find the person responsible for putting this collar around my neck. Oh God, I'm so anxious. Like my heart is all anxious from the Yanagi text. Like, okay, yeah, he didn't hit on you, dude. And you're like, oh, or as you're laying in bed, he's like, good night. And you're like, oh yeah, no, I'm so lonely. And then now it's like, oh God, because I literally in the guide, I literally just have up to the places we have to go. We literally go every fucking place in the goddamn thing. That's it. I'm not scrolling further. I don't want to know until we get to the next choice and then I'll scroll. But I don't want to know until the choices come up now because I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't want to ruin anything. I had no idea where to begin. I already made up my mind to cross this perilous bridge. I wandered around and talked to people. I subtly tried to get people to talk using particular words and leading them. I heard many stories of what people had been doing December 5th, the night I had been collared. I didn't get much useful info. There's nobody that seemed suspicious. I don't know. In other words, the assault had been meticulously executed. Less than half a month left until X Day. we don't know when the next incident will occur, so we need a lead fast. Still, nothing had happened yet. Yesterday, Adonis had uploaded a new video to provoke the police, but that was it. Maybe the person responsible for the collar was waiting for me to make my move. Are they still close to me? Would be really funny if Sayaki showed up. Hey, what's up? Oh, you son of a bitch, you know. Like, I lightly shook my head to clear the cobwebs and thought about what to do next. I mean, okay, just because Mochita doesn't have the chin to be zero, it doesn't mean he is zero. He could have been the person that collared us. But I don't know. I just feel like out of all of the two people that are closest to us are Mochita and Sayeki. And out of the two of them, Sayeki is more suspicious because he's always there. Oh, is he your boyfriend? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's in love with us. And he would, of course, think that we have, you know what I mean? Like, he knows us better, probably. I mean, Mochita still could have done it, but I just feel like out of the two of them, Sayaki's more suspicious. However, you also have Morioka and Minagishi. But we always end up trusting that. Well, but see, we do. We end up trusting them, and they don't ever, and like, we never end up dead. The collar doesn't kill us, even though they do eventually find out in some routes. So that could be suspicious. Between the two of them, my vote would be on Minagishi just because he's so much nicer and like, you know, and he's higher up and that would be really good. There's so many higher up people in this, but Sayaki knows us the best out of everybody. And I mean, and we haven't seen Sakuragawa or Mukai very much in this part, so I don't think it's, well, it wouldn't be one of them because we just met them technically because of all the stuff that's happened. We never really had anything to do with them otherwise. Sayaki's the person that we've had the most to do with the longest. He's the person we've known the longest, therefore he's the most suspicious. That's it. That's my reasoning. And I think he's in love with us, so I'm just thinking, yeah. I want you to agree with me, Spacey. I'm in love with you. You're crazy. Anyway. Plus, we go out and we drink with him, so we'd probably have spilled beans about things and like have a sense of justice and blah blah blah. And you know what I mean? That's why he think we could sympathize because we've sympathized with him before. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying it's awfully suspicious, and I'm scared. I can't. I don't. I don't. I don't know if I'm gonna be like excited if it's him or like just sad because like, well, I don't know. I lightly shook my head to clear the cobwebs. Thought about what to do next. Where should I go from here? Okay, here we go. Go to reception. We're going everywhere. Okay, interesting. And you're the first person we see. I worry about you. I don't know. Anyway. Hey, Hoshino. You look busy. I can tell by your frown. Well, this is definitely no time to slack. I'm pretty stressed out, too. Oh, we should go have a drink sometime. SRCPO. We're literally going everywhere. Oh, except for community operates. Oh my god. We're going to go everywhere and see every single person we know to make us suspicious of all of them. What's up, Hoshino? You look down. Let me treat you to some grill deals sometime. Oh, or do you want to come over for dinner? My wife's an incredible cook. You'll forget all about your troubles. See, that's why I trust you. You're married. I trust you more than I trust anybody else. So we can't go to community fairs. We can go to the field ops support team. We are literally going through the gamut of all the people we know. That's what this is. It's because we're going to be like, these are all the people I know, and I'm going to suspect all of them. Oh, well, Hoshino. How very nice to see you again. Now you'll tell me all about the director today, won't you? It's the perfect time. There's nobody here to interrupt. That's exactly what we're doing. We are running the gamut of all the fucking people that we goddamn know. We barely met him, so I don't think it's something the matter, miss? You look troubled. An old-timer like myself can spare a few minutes to talk. But see, we're barely close to him except for in Enomoto's route, so I don't not untrust him, you know what I mean? Forensics. Sakuragawa. You again? Awfully diligent, aren't you? And now that you're part of Investigations HQ, your intel should be much better than anything we have. So what do you need? Oh, are you having grilled steak for lunch today? And you notice we didn't see Sadaishi because we already fucking know, but he's not the person that collared us. Minagishi. Oh, have you discovered anything of note? Unfortunately, even Investigations HQ isn't making any real headway. I've got nothing worth reporting now. And the last place is the rooftop. All right. Morioka? Yeah. What are you sniffing around for? People think you're up to something. I'm just saying, everyone's wound pretty tightly right now. I'd advise against being conspicuous. You have more the jaw, like... Oh! Ah, Miss Hoshino! Nothing unusual to report today. I'm glad nothing happened, but all this peace and quiet is kind of boring. You're bored, Yoshinari. Why didn't you say so? Let's go train. No thanks. I'll pass. Working under you is more than enough training. I didn't learn any new information. I feel like I'm losing touch. But there was one detail that stuck out while I've been poking around. If you're looking for the director, he's been on break for the last 5 days. Huh? Is Sadaishi taking a vacation? He seems to have caught the flu. The flu? You're right to be surprised. I didn't believe it at first either. If there's a strain of the flu that can take down the director, then I'd like to collect it. It could be cultivated to and weaponized for use in bioterrorism. Bioterrorism? The criminal act of using infectious agents such as viruses and bacteria to indiscriminately hurt a large number of people. I don't know about that. I'll just ignore that. I was really hoping that Sadaishi could give me some hints to help pinpoint the mole within the police station. He is the mole. If the flu's put him out of work, then nothing could be done. Still, it made me uneasy. What if he was attacked by Adonis? What if he's in Adonis? And no, I was worrying too much. I shook my head to rid myself of that notion. You know what's funny? In his past, she's suspicious of him. She's not in his past, she's not suspicious of him. He's more suspicious when you're not in his path, but for now, I'd report to Yanagi that I'd come up empty and that Sadaishi was on leave. I suppose this is enough. I typed a summary and sent it off. Okay, I'll come over tonight. Yanagi replied immediately. Man, I wanted to know who fucking tagged us, man. Come on, you need to... Good evening. Hey, good work today. Feels pretty normal to have you over now. Hey, why are you acting so serious? I brought donuts. Oh, so you can be useful once in a while. Make some coffee, Inamoto. You got it. When I arrived at the office, Yanagi, Enomoto, and Sasazuka were there. As always, Okazaki and Yoshinari were on watch outside. It was business as usual. Sadaishi isn't here. Then let's begin. We should review what we've learned so far. After Enomoto returned with a pot of coffee, Yanagi sat down on the sofa and brought the meeting to order. None of you have a problem with taking down the guy on the other end of the collar, right? Huh? Looking at Yanagi, I blinked in surprise. That was an awfully direct, pointed question. I understood right away. Yanagi wasn't looking at me. He was looking at the collar instead. He's probably trying to stay in a safe zone, so he won't object now. Yeah, the person on the collar instructed us to show them that we could reach them. He also said he was looking forward to it. In other words, he wants us to find him. Additionally, he's seen Hoshino's potential, so we'll try to test whether she can find him. Why would he want us to find him now? Is he that confident that he won't be located? That could very possibly be true. But we found a lead. There's still a long road, but we've got a better chance of reaching him now that than we've ever had. As long as it doesn't put Hoshino in danger, we plan to strike at the heart of Adonis, so we should make the details clear. For a moment the room was quiet. There was no response from the collar. I guess that means we're in the clear. But here's the thing, the collar can't always be listening, right? Because, well, okay, wait. I always thought that the person talking to us through the collar was Zero, right? So is the person, but it said, come find me, makes it sound like that's the person who put the collar on us. So, right? So if we just say, okay, one of these people that we're suspicious of, blah, 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 Sayeki, he's the most suspicious, right? Let's just say, okay, whoever it was in the police station, whoever's close to us, collars us. Bink. The logical assumption then is that they are zero, which is what I was saying the whole time. I was like, oh my God. But then I was like, well, maybe they're different people. But how could they be different people? Because, like, I mean, I don't know. They could be different people, but I always assumed the person talking through the collar was zero, talking about Adonis and blah, blah, blah. But if it's not, then it's the person who collared us because the collar specifically said, come find me, blah, blah, blah. Now go ahead, see if you can find the person who collared you. They're taunting us to find them, the person who collared us. So either the person who collared us is fucking zero, or they've just been watching us. But then it's weird. They can't always be watching us because if you think about it, whoever it is has a day job. There's someone in the police force, right? So they're not always listening because at some point they have to be doing their job. But like if it's Mochita, he's with us most of the time when we're on duty. He could be listening into us when he's not on duty. But he's got a wife, so that's going to seem suspicious, right? She's going to be like, "What are you doing?" Nothing. I just got like earbud in here and just listening to the game on the thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be suspicious, right? So he can't always be listening. So it'd be harder for him to eavesdrop and be able to contact us through the collar. Wouldn't be for Sayeki because he's never around us. And while he's doing his patrol, walking around, he could easily be eavesdropping in and whatever. Depends on how they're listening, but they've got to have, you know what I mean? And it's not one of the girls. I know it's not one of them because we only met them recently in this. It's not like we were friends with them before. It's like they said, it's someone that we know, blah, blah, blah. If it was somebody new related to the investigation, Morioka and Minagishi are the most suspicious out of everybody else. It's definitely not one of the women folk. To me, I don't think it's one of them. I'd be really surprised if it was. And they keep saying it's someone close. I mean, it's just it. I don't know. My vote's on Sayeki. It really is because he's the one. Like we go out with him, we commiserate with him. He knows us best. And if he was an Adonis, he would definitely think we would understand him because also he says, I guarantee you he has feelings for her. He kind of always acts like it, like, how are you like her older brother? Who are you? And especially when the way he looked at Yanagi. Like he's always been interested. He always kind of bumps into us when we're with one of the guys, right? Always. Every single fucking time. But he like was really interested in Yanagi. And it's like, like I don't know. That's more suspicious than he's ever been. So but I'm also just suspecting I'm a little suspicious of everybody. But seems like it. Anyway, let's get things moving along, shall we? First, I want to talk about what was on the USB drive that the stupid cat gave me. What is it? The encryption is pretty tough, so it'll take a while to finish cracking it all. I gotta say, I was surprised. It's a treasure trove of intel on Adonis. We might even find where their hideout is. Wait, really? That's great. Akita would trusted me with this information, and this would help him as well, and I could feel his determination urging us onward. You did good, Cat. Leave the rest to me. Oh, I didn't... We have this because Sarah turned himself in. You deserve credit for making that happen. Thank you. Also, Sasazuka has successfully hacked Sadaishi's phone. What? Why Sadaishi? The day that you were ambushed by Adonis, Sadaishi was the one who left the letter in their office. What? What does all this mean? Could Sadaishi be... Enomoto and Sasazuka had odd expressions on their faces, but they didn't look surprised. We knew this. Oh, it still hurts, though. Inagi had probably told them earlier. Why else would Sasazuka tap his phone? But Yanagi has trusted Sadaishi for such a long time. I knew that they had shared an old friendship. He was an eccentric man who I could never read, but he'd given me good advice. Is it true? He admitted it to me personally. There's no doubt. Yanagi said it with a neutral expression. Are you saying that Sadaishi put this collar on me? Nope. No, that's not possible. It's just a hunch, but I think Sadaishi is just a pawn as well. Whoever put this collar on you is sure to be a central figure at Adonis. Oh my god. The tension of, wait, oh my god, is central figure. Yeah, then you're basically insinuating they are zero. I can't wait for this. I'm sorry, I can't wait for this. Oh, maybe I'm just worrying too much, but Sadaishi hasn't come to work in 5 days. I texted you about it earlier. Maybe he's been punished for outing himself to you. No way, not that guy. Sasuke brushed aside my worries. He didn't look concerned as he continued to munch on a donut. The donuts are so cute and little. It was such an ordinary sight. It balanced the shocking revelation and calmed me slightly. Oh, I see. Sadaishi might have been an Adonis spy, but that means he's infiltrated the police office for years. He wouldn't be so careless to reveal himself and make it known to everyone. That does make a lot of sense. He's quite the stubborn one. And even if they're just using him as a messenger, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's really a part of X-Day. Huh? How can a spy for Adonis not be related to X-Day? Well, according to Sadaishi's own analysis, there appears to be infighting within the Adonis ranks. What? That means... Adonis issues statements, but the people who do all the dirty work are regular civilians without strong ties to the terrorist group. They're seduced into becoming instruments of revenge for show. They aren't longtime Adonis conspirators. Okay, can we just get to who put the collar on me? Because I'm like my body is tense. I'm also cold, and I want to put a fucking hoodie on, but I can't because like it's over there and I'm over here, and like so like let's get the show on the road. We've operated on this assumption for a while. They have no past ties to Adonis. They're pawns and they're treated as such. Also, I don't want to know. I want to know, but I don't want to know. Oh my god. Adonis is a cultish organization that's been around for a while. Oh, we don't know what the heads are thinking, but it seems certain that some newer members have been doing as they please. It would make sense for the veterans to take offense at that. I suppose that's possible. Based on his history, Sadaishi'd be something like a covert agent on a long-term assignment. I believe he's been keeping an eye on us as we investigated the X-Day crimes, but there's a lot about the inner workings of Adonis that is still unclear. So it looks like we can only speculate about that for now. Pretty much. There was likely infighting at Adonis. If the people behind X-Day had also put the collar on me, was it possible that Sadaishi wasn't obeying orders from the people at the top? Still, it doesn't change the fact that he's part of Adonis. Adonis had horrifically killed many people. Honestly, I didn't want to believe Sadaishi was part of an organization like that. I'm shocked, of course, but I wonder how Yanagi felt when he found out about his friend. He was acting normal, but he had to have been hurt by this. You're about to get hurt by this, too. So, this is true, then. Sadaishi is... I didn't know him very well, but I wanted to trust Sadaishi, because you did, too. Almost imperceptibly, my voice trembled. When I looked up at Yanagi, he seemed like he was suffering. So, looking at Sadaishi's call logs, there was one interesting contact that stuck out. Sasuke continued on topic in his usual tone, as if trying to change the mood. It's an unknown number, but the call was made from the National Diet building. These two were in frequent contact. That alone would suggest he's acquainted with a politician, but Enomoto... Oh, wait! Yeah, they're connected. Connected? Me and Yoshinari were tracking that Tomoki Ogata guy that got released recently. He made contact with someone that looked like SP. Eh? When we looked into it, it turned out to be assigned to a young politician named Ray Mikuni. Ray Mikuni? The son of the current prime minister? Ray Mikuni is a rising political star. He's a reformer supported by young voters. Very popular for a young politician. And he was influential in lifting the weapons ban. Don't tell me he's the one behind this. There have been attempts to repeal the ban in the shadows going on for years now. The current regime claims that it's needed to fully enforce the law. Japanese society can't lose. Build a stronger Japan and all that. Guy's name was at the center of all that bluster. But lifting the weapons ban was supposed to help citizens resist Adonis and stop X-Day crimes, yes? Why would he in this movement be involved with Adonis? I know, right? All it does is give Adonis targets the ability to retaliate. Isn't that something they'd want to avoid? That brings us back to the infighting. Um, Frankly, I was confused. Perhaps sensing my bewilderment, Yanagi stepped in to explain. Fuck, come on. Ray Mikuni is a central figure within Adonis. But someone above Mikuni must be pushing the X-Day plan forward. Adonis members must defer to superiors, so he made his move as a politician instead. Has it occurred to you? But why would Ray Mikuni be mixed up with Adonis to begin with? And as a central leadership figure at that? I tried hard to consider the reasons. Well, Ray Mikuni's father, Koji Mikuni, that wasn't his name in the anyway. The current prime minister is the current prime minister. Okay, Ray's mother passed away when he was a child. Ray's late mother belonged to the religious organization. It was a small sect whose name is unknown. A religious group. This happened before Mikuni became prime minister, but this information was buried. You can find it if you dig deep enough. There's additional info regarding that. This is great and all, but I want to know who collared me. It's killing me. Can we get to that? It involves the Adonis spy within the SP, who played a role in the assassination attempt 2 years ago. The agent's name was redacted from the police databases and other sources, but I got it from Okazaki. When I followed the lead to his colleague's past and family, it led me to a certain religious group. Would that be the same group that Ray Mikuni's mother belonged to? One and the same. This can't just be a coincidence. And this should be easy with those details. I'll search through the data Sarah left us. Determined, Sasazuka turned to his computer. The office was filled with the sounds of his keyboard for a little while. Sasazuka's hand stopped a few minutes later. I found something. Shiho Mikuni. It looks like she was a leader of the religious sect that Adonis splintered from. She's probably Ray Mikuni's mother. You lost me. Me too. I think my brain just fried. Ray Mikuni was related to Adonis. For now, that was certain. I think. I'd managed to grasp that much. I hadn't managed to absorb all that they said, but I knew that they'd gotten a lot of intel. So Adonis is a motherfucking cult. Great. Okay, hold on, go back. Ray Mikuni, son of the Prime Minister. See, Prime Minister Yukihisa Mikuni. That's not what they called him before. Anyway, age 26. He's a young, popular, up-and-coming politician. He's been a prominent activist since he was a student. Naturally, his influence is still lacking, but it's said that Mikuni plotted with his father and wielded political capital and backroom deals to enact the quarantine of Shinjuku and the limited repeal of the Swords and Firearms Control Law. It appears that he and his father have a good working relationship, though their actual relationship is strained. Although not publicly known, those close to the Mikunis know his mother, Chiho, died when he was still young. Also secret is the fact that she belonged to a certain religious organization. Once the link between that organization and Adonis surfaced, it seemed likely that Ray Mikuni also had ties to Adonis, the extent and nature of which are unknown. Okay. Crapping out on us already. Alright, take some time to process it. Going forward, the priority is to locate Ray Mikuni and make contact. Okay. How'd it go on your end, Hoshino? Sorry, I didn't make any progress. I see. I felt gloomy. Maybe it was because I hadn't made any headway, or maybe it was because everything I thought I knew was now suspect. I felt like I was worse off than when I began. It wasn't a pleasant feeling. Oh man, I think you just overloaded my brain with that massive info dump. Can we take a break for a bit? Too much for the idiot, eh? I'll keep analyzing the files then. Alright, let's break. I'm stepping out for a smoke. Oh, Yanagi. Yanagi paused as he was getting up. I hadn't expected to say that. I also wasn't sure why he stopped. I probably didn't want him to leave me behind. I had to start suspecting people I knew now. Can I come with you? Sure. Yanagi nodded. A biting wind was blowing on the rooftop. It sounded strangely sad. Aren't you cold? I'm fine. I didn't really notice the cold. Maybe because so much was on my mind. Besides, I felt pretty comforted just by being outside with Yanagi. We have to suspect our friends and allies. That would wear on anyone. Yanagi, it was obvious that he was concerned about me. But we won't get anywhere unless we start. Still, it was just too different for me to click the button. It's too difficult for me to click the button and find anything to suspect about them. My personal desire to trust them was too strong, so it was clouding my judgment. The thought only depressed me even further. This was not the time for sentimentality. Why don't you try thinking about it in reverse? Huh? Yeah, there's no need for you to force yourself to unravel your own trust. Anyone can doubt someone else. Trusting people is the hard part. So, what you do is try to think about the aspects that you trust rationally. Rationally. By process of elimination, you mean? Yeah. This is probably a conclusion you can only arrive at on your own. Okay. Unless I discovered the answer myself, I wouldn't be able to accept it. Someone I trust to put the collar on my neck. Oh my god, it's so fucking psychic. He's the only one that you trust that much. That was the stark reality. Well, I mean, you trust what's his face, Mochita, but those are the only two people that you trust. I mean, I guess now you trust Morioka and Minigishi, but you didn't know them at the time, so at the Tokyo Metropolitan Office, you could have ended things yourself, but you counted on me. You said it was pointless if I didn't shoot. The same in this situation. The same way that you backed me up there. We can think about this together. First, let's see. Think about the night where you were collared. Right. That night, I was heading home after work. I attempted to recall the night of December 5th. Somehow it felt like it was ages ago. I'd canvassed the area for witness accounts, but I never really thought about what I was doing there that night. On the way home, I got a call from Mochita saying that a fight had broken out at Shinjuku Garden. So that would lead Mochita to look suspicious, or not, because he's on his way. I went to the scene to stand by, but Mochita hadn't arrived yet. And then I was knocked out from behind. When I came to, I was lying in a church. Someone had strewn red anemone flowers around me, and I heard a voice coming from the collar. You've been chosen as a test subject. Henceforth, we will be closely monitoring your actions until X Day. When you execute your own form of justice, I promise we will meet. Not like this, but in person. First, could you tell the voice's gender? Was it male or female? I would have assumed male, but hold on. I'm going to scroll the guide up. Yep, male. I would assume, I mean, I can't tell without the voice acting, but it's going to be disguised. And I'm assuming it's not Sakuragawa or Mukai. So it has to be a guy. There's only 4 other people left, and yeah. It's going through every single person we know. It's not my brother. Yeah, you are the most suspicious. I mean, also you guys are also kind of suspicious. I know, I love that. It's not him though. Like, but it's not yet. I noticed Unagi's not in there. I think the voice was male. If the kidnapping was the work of one person, then they would have moved me to this new area on their own. It'd be tough for a woman to move me that far. And next, among your remaining candidates, has anyone revealed personal information? Maybe frequently bringing up their family? Mochita does, yes. Someone that often talked about family. Hold on. The answer is yes. I'm literally scrolling up one answer at a time. Yes, there is. Mochita immediately came to mind. He was always speaking fondly of his wife. Whoever plotted this probably prefers to work alone. He could cook up a family, but it would just fall apart if you investigated it. So the suspect wouldn't call attention to it. So Mochita's out. I told you. You can rule anyone like that out. Okay. Next, can you think of anyone who would know when you usually go home? Yes. Well, yes. I'm going to guarantee it's yes. Hold on. Yep. Mochita knows. Saeki knows. I think I can narrow it down with that. They would need to know my route home if they were going to locate and ambush me while I was on my way home. He's likely part of the rank and file. If a higher-up was prowling around you, that alone would invite suspicion and gossip. See? They're pointing at Saeki so fucking hard. Because, okay, Morioka and Minigishi, why would they know when I was going home? The guys in the office wouldn't know because they never met me until after I was collared. The only person who would know that, and who's not Mochita, is fucking Saeki. Oh my fucking god. One final detail. The voice called you a sympathizer and said he shared your idea of justice. Can you remember anyone you discussed justice with? or who is otherwise in a position to understand your ideals and values. Fucking Sayeki. Oh my god. A low-ranked man who didn't talk about his family much, knew what justice meant to me, and sympathized with me. Oh my god, guys. I know someone. Hold on. I know someone. Yep. There is. I can feel the blood rising to my face. It looks like you're close to the answer. I can't believe it. This must be a nightmare. But the answer was obvious once I forced myself to see it. I told you guys. Oh my god. We haven't gotten there yet. I'm shaking. I'm cold. I'm cold, but I'm also like so fucking anxious. Have I known all this time in my heart? Was I willfully playing dumb? No, we didn't. Sorry, but I did a lot of investigating too, and I definitely turned up someone suspicious. Yanagi was trying to guide me. In other words, he already knew the answer. He wasn't talking about likelihoods anymore. He knew what the answer he had would mean to me. I understand that you don't want to accept it, but right now, you need to think of your trusted friend as a separate person. It is! The person who put this collar on me was... Oh, it is. I know it is. Hold on. I'm going to scroll up in the guide. Yep. Okay, here's the thing, though. They tell you to put in his name. Didn't he have 2 U's in his name? Doesn't Sayeki have 2? Hold on, I gotta go to my... It is Sayeki, guys. Holy fucking shit. Wait, where is he in our thing? Oh, no. It's weird. I swear in the thing it had 2, and I was like, that doesn't seem right, but... You know what the weird thing is? I would have known Sayeki, but I would never have... I can never remember his first name. I can't believe... I can't believe you, Sayeki! I can't believe you! Oh my god! I told you he was suspicious! Hold on, I can't get to the okay. How do I get to okay? How do I get to okay? I can't get to the okay. I can't get down to okay. Oh, there it is. I was like, I can't get to okay. Man behind the collar. Sayeki? I didn't want to believe it. I couldn't believe it. This has to be some mistake. Sayeki had been my friend since our training. He couldn't have anything to do with X-Day. The X-Day crimes had only started in the past year. You're wrong. That's impossible. Oh my god, this is so exciting and sad and amazing. Hoshino. Yanagi reached for my trembling shoulder. His sleeve brushed me. Yanagi was warm, and he smelled of tobacco. It made me relax just a bit. Then my phone rang. Hands trembling, I checked the screen. It's Yanagi. It's Sayeki. The name it displayed was... Sayeki. The phone slipped through my stiff and unresponsive fingers. Calm down. It'll be fine. I'm right here with you. Yanagi caught my phone as it fell from my hands. I sluggishly looked up at him. I didn't know what to do. Oh my god, this is so... Guys! I'm losing my shit! Because we were like, it's Sayeki, and then he instantly calls us like, Sup, Hoshino? At Yanagi's beckoning, I timidly answered the call. Yes? Ah, Hoshino! What's up? You sound really down. What do you need? Well, when I saw you at work today, you look really beat. How about a drink to lift your spirits? We haven't talked in a while, right? Hoshino, hey, you there? Is everything okay? I know he sounds way more suspicious now. Sorry, I'm fine. I can't. I have plans today. Here's the thing, he wasn't listening to the caller to know. Aw, that's too bad. Well, SRCPO has been pretty busy lately. Investigations HQ is a mess too, aren't they? Yeah. And just text me when you're free then. Okay. Let's have a passionate discussion about justice over drinks again. Eh? Later! Oh, Sayeki, you son of a bitch. Sayeki ended the call, leaving me trembling. This is great. And doubtful. Oh my god. Oh my god. What'd he say? He asked me out for a drink. The word I just heard replayed in my head over and over. Why did he suddenly say that particular word? Right at that moment, 'cause he knows. The answer was right in front of me, but I just didn't want to believe it. Um, he always springs it on me like that. Whenever there's something he wants to vent about, or a funny story he wants to tell me, whenever he wants to tell me something, he'll suddenly invite me out for drinks. But it usually happens when I'm feeling down. Timing of this call is obviously not a coincidence. He called us because he's been listening to us over the collar. It was his chance to call you. That's not true. Sayeki's always like this. Shino, you're wrong. You're wrong. It can't be true. Not Sayeki. While I was desperately denying it, something Sayeki had once said came to mind. Uh-huh. The fact that we could carry guns set us apart. Oh, we trained to defend law and had guns to uphold it. Hey, Hoshino, when a criminal's right in front of you, you're prepared to shoot to protect, right? I told them I became a cop to make people happy and make the world peaceful. And they just laughed at me. What's wrong with my dream? That's the purest dream there is, right? For sure. As our CPO still listens to the people who are in need, I'm sure you'll be of help to someone. It's true because I'm saying it. Although, it'll be hard to help them all. At least if there are people nearby who are in trouble, you want to help them, right? I'm pretty stressed out too. We should go have a drink sometime. How much of that was just lies? Or was it all true? It was confusing. I couldn't think straight. My vision blurred. Uh, Oshino. His back was warm. Oh, 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 that's so adorable. Oh, he's wrapping his coat around us and holding us. Oh my god, guys, I'm gonna die. I love him so much. Relax. He whispered into my ear. His tone was gentle, like he was comforting a child. It was a calm and gentle voice, but it didn't reach my heart. It's okay. Everything will be all right. How can you say that? Sayeki. Sayeki is. What did you think when you first heard that I'd killed someone in the past? Huh? His sudden question startled me, but the answer came to me immediately. I wanted to believe in you. I chose not to obsess over it and decided to wait to hear your side of the story. I thought Yanagi couldn't do such a thing. That's why I really wanted to hear him explain it to me before I judged him. If you want to believe in Sayeki, then you don't have to discard those impulses. No matter what his circumstances are, Adonis's actions have been unforgivable. So you don't have to resist the urge to learn about his reasons for doing what he did. It's better than refusing to see the truth. Yanagi. Gradually, Yanagi's words began to seep into my heart. I didn't have to lose my willingness to trust. Don't dwell on how much might be a lie. Remember, even in lies, there are bits of truth. In your case, the strength and kindness you receive from Sayeki is still real, and there isn't any need to reject that, the same way you decided to accept me. Guys, I want to trust him. I touched Yanagi's arm with my hand. My cold fingers didn't move as I wanted, and they must have reflected my state of mind. I just don't want to believe that Sayeki has been behind all of this. Yeah, I thought I'd been mentally prepared for this, no matter who the mole in the force was or who put the collar on me. But all the determination was crumbling now that I had hit upon the truth. It was heartbreaking. It's basically a denial of everything I've ever believed about him. But, like Yanagi said, I didn't have to just throw it all away. The CGs don't last long enough. For a while after I'd come to my conclusion, Yanagi just held me close until he was sure I'd calmed down. Oh my god, don't we all need that? We all need a Yanagi in our lives. No, here, drink this. It'll warm you up a bit. Thanks. When we finally returned to the office, Yanagi made me a cup of hot cocoa. I gripped the mug with both hands, still lost in thought. I still couldn't see an answer. Yoshino, stay over tonight. Eh? My impaired mind couldn't understand why Yanagi would abruptly suggest such a thing. I'm okay with it. As I blinked slowly, Yanagi explained himself while slowly sipping his own cup of hot cocoa. The voice on the collar, Sayaki, said that you'd eventually meet in person, right? Oh, right. Well, now that you've identified him, he could target you at any time. Could even happen today. It'll be hard to charge Sayaki right away. We still don't have evidence. Even if we caught him ourselves, it would be tough. My stomach sank, watching Yanagi consider our options. It was probably more my sadness and pain. I I never knew anything about Sayaki at all. Still, it felt like a massive betrayal. I had trusted him. He's probably number like 13. Yanagi had moved next to me now, and he began patting me on the head. It's funny though, Sadaishi is older. Sadaishi has been in the fucking organization, but somehow Sayaki outranks him in the organization. That's kind of interesting. Kind of curious. Yanagi had moved next to me now, and he began patting me on the head. Can we have this scene where we're snuggled up with you now? Can we have that CG? We didn't get this. We had the scene, but we didn't get the CG with Sadaishi, and I'm still sad about that. In our pursuit of the X-Day criminals, we've seen a lot of people. People trying to protect their own justice. People in search of justice and people who spit upon justice. Also, people who enforce their justice even if it means getting their own hands bloody in the process. Justice comes in as many forms as people, and no one can truly decide what's right. So the only thing anyone can be asked to do is to follow their own heart. Yeah, I can never truly know my own sense of justice. Whether I was solving a case or helping a victim, I always feared that I was only doing it to escape my past and to feed my ego. But there have definitely been people who saved me, even if it was just for their own satisfaction. You helped me remember, Hoshino. I only gained the resolve to seriously confront these crimes because you were here. Inagi, his words filled me with courage like nothing else could. Me too. I've only been moving forward because you were here with me. I had been truly afraid. I wanted to run away. I'd been ambushed and collared by persons unknown, paralyzed and left to die. I didn't know what to do when I was collared. I just wanted to run and hide. But when I saw that you were trying to restore normal life to Shinjuku, I wanted to help you from the bottom of my heart. That's where it started for me. It was the moment I felt like I could fight against X-Day. Isn't it kind of funny, though, that Sayaki collared you and you understand my sense of justice and blah, 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 and he's kind of in love with you, but, like, by putting the collar on you, he pushes you into the arms of one of these other 5 dudes. That's pretty fucking hilarious, actually. Like, oh, Sayaki! That blew up in your face big time. Now, here I was. That meant I could only keep moving forward. I could only follow the path I believed in. Thank you, Yanagi. And why would he push us to them? I don't understand that. Like, why would he want that? I still don't understand that, but no, I should be the one thanking you. And I'm sorry for being so distracted. No, you really should be the one apologizing for everything. I'm the one who needs to be doing. I'm the one who needs to be doing either. I'm finally calm now, thanks to you. Okay then, if that helps you. I can feel at ease because you're with me. When I said that and smiled, Yanagi chuckled in return. It touched my heart. Meanwhile, Sasuke and Enomoto are like, could you stop? We're like right fucking here. I wanted to tell him my honest feelings. I love you, Yanagi. Huh? I can't believe that either. I was like, wait, what? The sudden confession made his eyes go wide, just as I expected. Me, my eyes, too. I was not expecting her to say that shit. That's the most shocking thing that just happened in this part. I'd finally come right out and said it, and that was good enough for me. Sayaki and the color still weighed heavily on my mind, but this message came straight from my heart. It was the time to tell him. You're really precious to me. I thought I just looked up to you at first, but now I know it's something much more. I. I. Yanagi looked uneasy. I could tell he was confused. It's okay. I just wanted to say it. Um, I don't need an answer. Sorry for dropping this on you. There's only 10 days left until X Day. I'm still not totally sure what I can do, what will happen, or whether I'll be able to face the truth. But my feelings of wanting to be by your side are genuine. It's been a long day, so I'll get some sleep. May I borrow your sofa? Huh? Oh, you can just use my bed. I'll sleep on Inamoto's. Thank you. Took him up on his offer. It'd be far more comfortable than the sofa. I'll sleep in Inamoto's and Inamoto can sleep on the sofa. Inamoto shouldn't sleep in the room with the lady. I crawled into his bed for the second time. I sighed contentedly as I felt its warmth. It smells like you, Yanagi. Yanagi suddenly stood up, coughing. He's like, oh, I'm joking. What? Sorry, does it reek of cigarettes? A little bit, but I kind of like it. All right then. I snuggled up in the bed, savoring the scent. It was almost like being embraced by Yanagi. Girl. Until my eyes finally closed, Yanagi kept shooting me uncomfortable glances. So cute. He's like, this is weird. Oh. Good grief. Coming straight at me with all you've got. Sometimes I'm surprised at how easily you do that. Right now, if staying with you helps you rest a little easier, then I'm okay with that. I'll keep watch so you don't have nightmares. I'll be right here. Sweet dreams. Oh, you love me too. Just fucking admit it, goddammit. He's like, damn it. Why is he at Sasuzuka's house? So, what happened with Hoshino? I left her with Okazaki. I gave him a heads up, so they should be good. With both Okazaki and Yoshinari guiding her, she won't be an easy target. They are the vaunted SP, after all. Although you'd never guess by looking at them. For now, I want to let her rest. We've got enough work of our own to do. Our first goal is to find our enemy. Yuzuru Saeki, right? I checked him out as soon as you told me. But so far, I haven't found anything suspicious. I was surprised to see his photo. I ran into him once, but he didn't seem like the terrorist type to me, honestly. These types have public and private personas. Saeki leaves the groundwork to other people while masquerading as a regular person. But his squeaky clean history is suspicious in and of itself. Not just criminals, but everyone pretty much ends up with a couple of marks on their record. And this guy is an utterly blank slate. I knew it. It's likely he's using a fabricated identity. Fabricated identity? You mean you messed with the family registry? Well, ain't the idiot sharp today? Well, man, so does this mean we can't pick up his trail? Of course it doesn't. Yuzuru Saeki definitely exists. So, he had to swap identities at some point. Sasuzuka, keep combing the data. Inamoto and I will search his home and area. Got it. Now. What's wrong? Are you kidding me? Hey, your computer's making a scary noise. Is that okay? Hell no it isn't. They're in the system. Say what? You got hacked? Damn it. They're overwriting everything. Adonis. Hello, detectives. Don't tell me you're the color guy. Not quite. This isn't the voice from the color. It's also unaltered. Oh. It's unaltered, so I don't know who it is, but I'm just going to speak in the Monokuma voice because that's what they all get. I'm glad you noticed. I thought I'd pay the office a visit, but it was empty, so I let myself in. So you're there too? You must have some hotshot working for you. Such a shame about Akito Sera. He was exceptionally skilled and possessed a mindset and ideas similar to our own. Of his peers, he was the only one who genuinely wished to add to our ranks. Too bad that didn't work out for you. Indeed a pity. Though we count many such experts among the people who share our will. Nobody is concerned. I thought I'd pay the office a visit, but it was empty, So I let myself in. Nobody caught that? I'm at the office, you sons of bitches! Anyway. Okay, yeah. Our ability to toy with your mind so easily is proof of that. Please don't consider us on equal footing. Are you Makuni? Oh, so it's... Okay, alright, so we'll go with... That's the only other thing when they were like, the voice is unaltered. I was like, the only person it could be is that dude. But I was like, well, okay, so I'm just going to read like those. So you know that much. Well, I was sure that you would reach that conclusion eventually. In fact, I'm contacting you because you've made that discovery. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Ray Makuni. Ha! Well, isn't that polite of you to come calling? I can appreciate shortcuts, but the way you did it won't fly with me. The hell have you done to my rig? Calm down, Sasazuka. You can voice your grievances later. Now, Makuni, what exactly do you want? I have come to you for a sincere consultation. Consult? For Adonis? If you want to stop X-Day and remove her collar, we'll gladly hear you out. That saves me some trouble. We want exactly that. What? Let us discuss the details in person. But I must request you not bring the collar's experimental subject. You mean Hoshino? Yes, and this is not for her to hear. I'll contact you again with the location. We'll speak again shortly. Well, this is getting fucking shit. Shit. I let myself into your office, but no one was here. We were at the office. Okay, I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to wrap this part up here now that shit's all hit the goddamn fan and everything is going goddamn ballistic and crazy, so... And I can't play anymore because it's fucking midnight, so... I'm not recording anymore tonight, so you know what? You and I are in the same goddamn boat. We're going to have to wait. And I don't know if I'm going to record any of this tomorrow, so it's going to be a while, but you'll see this part on your tomorrow. And anyway, so I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.